Alright guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to be exporting out the low polys to import them to texture inside of Substance Painter. But before we do, I figured it'd be smarter to divide the clothing into two separate material groups so we can maximize the resolution. So with that being said, let's first select the shirt and let's rename this to something that's a little bit more fitting. Let's put the shirt and the pants on the same UV sheet. So we're going to name this shirt and pants, and we're going to grab the gloves and name and just create a new material. And if you have one already, you can just select that and rename that to maybe gloves, belt, and band. Maybe that's a little bit more organized so we know what's going to be on this. And what we can do is now select the different objects and apply the material that's going to be there. So the belt will be the orange as well as the band. And now what we can do is shift select the gloves, belt, and band. And let's go to UV editing and let's just make these a little bit bigger since they're now only going to be on the UV sheet by separated from the pants and shirt. So we'll just drag select, press S to upscale this. Remember, the bigger they are on the UV sheet, the more resolution it's going to be once it's time to texture these. So let's just make everything as big as possible and organize it. We'll make these, bring these over here, upscale. We can actually upscale this if we need to as well. And let's just slide these over. Now we can go back to the layout and let's do the same thing with the shirt and shorts. Now we have all the negative space. Now we can upscale these. Let's just grab these, drag select, make them fit. We can upscale these as well. Move these into position and give everything a little bit of spacing because we don't want the UVs so close to each other where it creates what we call bleeding. It's when one material starts to override onto another one. So just be cautious of that. And now we can go back to the layout. Everything looks good here. And now that we're done with the UV section, we can now start to export this out so we can begin texturing it. So we can select the character as well as the clothing and accessories that are going to be textured. We can go to File and export them all at once. Instead of combining these together, we want them to be separate. So let's go to File, Export, FBX. Let's create a new folder because you want to keep everything organized. And name this something unique that you will know what's inside the containments. So I named it the name of the character. Now I'm going to name it what the object is. So let's do low poly maybe. And then make sure you check where it says included, limit to selected objects. Without this, then it's going to import or export the entire scene. So check that, name it, and just hit export. And we're now done.